Today we are taking a look at the Z video doorbell. This one was sent to me so I can show it to you. It's a really nice doorbell. I like it, and I think that you're going to like it as well. Let me show you some of the features on the doorbell inside, and then we're going to go outside, get it mounted on the front of the door, and take a look at the quality of the picture, how wide the picture screen is, and just some of the options that we have on the app. So first off, you get your camera. You also get a doorbell that is USB powered. So in order for these two to sync together, you've got to have this plugged into a USB wall outlet, or you can have it plugged into your laptop. Wherever you've got a USB plug, you can power that. You've also got a bracket that you can put in a corner so that you can mount your camera in a corner. Now I've already got mine mounted on the side of the house, so we're not going to be using the corner piece. You also get a charging cable, and you also get a key. You're going to want to put this key someplace where you can find it, because you're going to have to pull the camera out every so often in order to charge it. So to charge the camera, you've got your charge port right here, and you cannot charge it in the mounting bracket. You got to pull it out and charge it in the house. It takes between 8 and 10 hours to charge, and after 8 to 10 hours, you'll get 2 to 3 months of use out of this at 30 triggers per day. On the bottom side is your power button, and it's a place that you're going to be able to insert a micro SD card. So you got your power button right here, and then your micro SD card is going to be inserted right here. Now, I don't have a micro SD card inserted in it today because this automatically records video for you between 5, 10, 15, and 20 seconds, and then it stores it internally, and so that you can retrieve those videos at any time. Because of that, I'm not going to put a micro SD card in this. I'm just going to use the recordings that it takes from the app itself. On the camera, you got the camera lens, you got your night vision, and you got your doorbell. The doorbell is going to ring here, and it's also going to ring on my phone. So I'm going to take and plug this in, then I'm going to ring the doorbell so you can see what it sounds like. Somebody comes to the door, they're going to push the doorbell. It's going to ring here. It rings on the doorbell. It rings on the external doorbell, and it also rings on my phone. So because it rings on the phone like that, I'm going to go ahead and remove the external doorbell, because I don't think that I need it in the house when I've got it in my pocket. Now on the external doorbell, you can change the volume, and you can change the chime. Okay, so let's go outside, get this mounted, and then we're going to go into the screen record, and I will show you the app and the picture quality, the options that are available on the app, and then we're also going to check out night vision. Okay, so you've really got a couple of different ways to mount the mounting bracket. Because I'm on brick, I chose not to use I chose not to drill into the concrete. I'm actually using a Loctite sealant on the back side of this, and so we're pretty well stuck to that concrete. You can also screw it into vinyl siding or wood siding or your door jamb, wherever you want to install that. They do give you the hardware for that. They also do give you wall anchors. Now, when installing the camera into the mount, it's just going to snap into place, just like that. Now, your key is going to go into the top to release that. Remember, you're going to have to pull this out ever so often to charge the battery. So you're pushing that down and you're pulling it out. Here's where your key goes. You can see it slip all the way through the mounting bracket, and then it's going to go right into this slot right here to release it so that you can charge your battery. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the screen record now so that you can see the app, you can see the options on the app, and you can also see how wide this pans and the quality of the picture that you receive. So the first thing we're going to do is open the app, and it's called the Dzees Home app. It was really easy to install and to connect to the camera. No trouble at all. It was seamless. So we're going to start up at the top. And up at the top, you've got your notification bell, and you can have a do not disturb. You can get your notifications 30 minutes, 2 hours, 12 hours, whatever you want to set that at. You also have your plus sign to add another camera to it if you're using the Dzees app for multiple products. Right above the picture, you see smart doorbell, and then you see my Wi-Fi signal and my battery capacity. Next is the share button, and then your settings. So we're going to open up our settings and see what all we can do with this doorbell. So on the doorbell, you've got your Wi-Fi signal, which is strong. You can name your doorbell. You've got your location of your doorbell, the model, the battery level, All the information you need about your doorbell is right there at your fingertips. Next, we've got our motion detection. Because I'm on the back door and I'm just monitoring the backyard, I got my motion detection set at medium. When it does detect motion, it's going to record for a duration of 20 seconds. I'll show that to you here in just a second. And then it will pause, and then it'll record after a minute of pause time, allowing that camera to cool down. You can also set a sleep or a sleep schedule if you choose to do so. We've got our notification settings, and then the video settings is going to record either in SD or HD. Now on your Chime settings, this is where you're going to sync it up with your external doorbell. SD card management. I don't have an SD card in there, you can see. And just to prove that you don't need an SD card, you can go to right back here to your notifications, and you can see the orange dots. Those orange dots indicate times of recording on the 18th and 19th, and then you can see all of the recordings that have taken place over the last few minutes, over the last day. So here I am putting that camera back on, and my wife is watching me do this with the camera, and so there we go, snapping that on. And then we can also take a look at earlier this afternoon. My son and his daughter were out there playing, recording 20 seconds of video. You can see that. So this is what it looks like live right now on. Okay, so that's me walking out. I'm too close to the doorbell, so it's getting a lot of feedback. But standing out here, I'm going to go ahead and hit the audible alarm. Now, if you had an intruder, of course, that would scare them away. For that microphone, you are just going to hold that button down and talk into it. And then that's going to allow you to have a two-way talk. Okay, so we have our night vision on, and you can see my dog right there. He just likes to bark at the dark. So we're going to go ahead and shut the light off out there and show you the night vision. And there it goes. Okay, so that's a fair picture for night vision, not too awful bad. And there's my other dog. He was at the door. So yeah, it's got a really good night vision on there. I don't have any complaints with it. So yeah, if you're looking for a video camera for a video camera doorbell, this one right here is a great option if you can't afford some of the name brands. So go ahead and pick you up one for the front door and for the back door. Heck, you might even want to get one for the sides of the house to monitor your entire building.